What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 4 NFL matchup going down Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Houston Texans coming into this one with an 0-2-1 against the spread record this season, but a 2-1 straight up record despite falling short against the Minnesota Vikings last time out 34-7, while the Jaguars were blown out by the Buffalo Bills in primetime 47-10 to fall to 0-3 straight up, 1-2 against the number this season. And admittedly, I was on the Jaguars in that game against Buffalo. I at the time I hadn't felt that I bought into Buffalo too much. It was a kitchen sink spot for the Jaguars, who were basically, trying to avoid going 0-3. And we all know that the numbers with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who or at least not Jacksonville Jaguars, 0-3 teams making the playoffs. Now the Jaguars fall into that discussion where if you fall to 0-3, it is extremely hard for you to rally back and make the playoffs. And the Jaguars, 0-2, just did not show up. I mean, the Bills ran all over them. The Bills trampled them in the first half, and they're just coasted to the finish line. So, the Jaguars for me are just dead in the water. And I'm selling my stock in Trevor Lawrence for sure. On the other side, you got the Houston Texans, who admittedly were crushed themselves against the Minnesota Vikings, but that is still a solid Minnesota Vikings defense with Brian Flores leading the charge that I think has to be given credit for what they've done up to this point. And while Sam Darnold, I feel like the other shoe is going to drop with him at some point, and he wasn't necessarily anything special in that game, throwing for 181 yards on 17-28 passing, still threw for 4 touchdowns and really, made Houston's defense look a little bit silly in that one. But I still think that CJ Stroud has some, obviously some huge upside to turn things around. And in this matchup, I think it's a good spot for him to do it. Historically, between these two teams, it's been fairly competitive. But, last year, even though the road team got the job done in both meetings, I still think that the Houston Texans can, defend home field here. Like I said, I've seen nothing from Jacksonville through those first 3 games, even though they were competitive in the first couple, to really suggest that they're going to be able to right the ship here. Houston's defense, despite last week's poor performance, are still a team that's just outside the top 5 in defending the pass, just outside the top 5 defending the rush. They're 4th in the league in total defense. The Texans are the better team on the offensive side of the ball. I know teams and heavy favorites of 6 or more points have not had a ton of success this season, but I think this is one that kind of bucks that trend. I'm going to go with the Houston Texans in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.